Good morning, everyone. So today, March 25th, is the Feast of the Annunciation. And of course, in the tradition in Christianity, they tried to put that at an appropriate time before Christmas so that it lined up so that when Mary became pregnant, you had 9 months between that and the celebration of the birth. And interestingly, it always falls right in Lent. It always falls sometime within this sacred season leading to Easter. March 25th was my feast day in the monastery since my name was Sister Annunziata. And so it always holds a particular brilliance for me. And there are many interpretations. I mean, there are so many icons and sacred paintings of the Annunciation. And in all of them, you usually have the two central figures. You have Gabriel and you have Mary. And there is an announcing and an anointing that happens, right? Gabriel appears. Mary is shocked to see him. He announces amazing things. And he starts with the greatest announcement of all. Hail, full of grace. That itself, in its announcing, is an anointing, isn't it? If she heard those words and had never heard anyone refer to the brilliance of her own soul, of her embodiment of the divine, if she had never heard anyone say any particular affirming words to her before, it would be like a consecration to hear that and to receive it, and to receive it. Many of the icons that you see have her kind of recluse, right? She's in a very contemplative setting. She's by herself. Sometimes she's got a book open. Sometimes she's kneeling. But there's something about her that's very contained. And then even in the paintings, you'll see that she herself is contained. There's something about her that is inward. There's something about her. Sometimes her hands are like this. Sometimes they're like this. Even if she's looking up at the angel, there's a containment. And popularly, that containment is seen as purity and humility. And I would affirm that purity and humility. But I think something that is perhaps missed in popular culture is that containment magnifies presence. And I think the humility and the purity are facets of the magnitude of her presence. They're facets of the fact that she is so self-possessed that she can receive the announcement and the anointing, hail full of grace. She's there for it. She's available for her life. She is aware. She is awakened. She is so pulled in with her energy that it's a heightened moment of realization, of self-realization. It's a heightened moment. So instead of it being more demure and almost like, oh no, how could it be me? I think she was, well, this is my own opinion, but I think that iconography and my direct experience of Mary leads me to believe that this containment was because she was such a powerful, magnanimous, warrior, Kali-like, Kuan Yin-like energy. She's able to hold that announcement. She's able to hold that anointing. There is nothing in her that looks outward, that loses the energy outward. She's got it. She's got this. And then, of course, everything that follows is the natural consequence. When we are that magnified in divinity, we bear God. It's simple. When we are that aligned, that in union, we bear God. We are pregnant with God and we bear God. So today's meditation, I'm going to jump right into it. I thought that I would invite you all to, with me, to receive a blessing from her anointed spirit. I'm going to come to you on a soul level. And I've got this great oil. This was given to me years ago by a girlfriend who was in the Holy Land. And there was a chapel above where they think the Last Supper was. And in that chapel above where they think the Last Supper was, there was a nun there who tended a large vat of consecrated oil that they called Mary's oil, the Virgin Mary's oil. And this is some of that oil. So what I'd like to do in this meditation is come to you on a soul level and anoint you and allow you to anoint me. And in it, we can open ourselves to experience the anointing and the announcement of both Gabriel and Mary for us in our lives. Yeah, so the Annunciation is not an occurrence that's meant to be a unique happening in nature. It's not meant for Mary alone. It is symbolic of what every human being is called to hear the announcement of your true divinity, to be anointed in it, and to bear God. So I invite you to close your eyes. And we'll set the stage with this Marian chant. I invite you to broaden your awareness to include the presence of Mary. Ave Maria Stella Dei Mater Alma Arque semper Virgo Felix Celi Porta Sumens illudave Gabrielis ore funda nos in pace mutans eve domen salve vinclare eis provelum en cecis mala nostra pele bona cuncta posce monstra te esse matrem sumat verte precens qui pro nobis natus tulit esse tu Virgo singularis inter omnes mitis nos culpi solutus mites facet castos Vitam presta puram, iter para tutum, ut videntes Iesu, semper coletemus. Sit laus Deo Patri, sumo Christo Decus, Spiritui Sancto, tribus honor unum. And because time and space are only one aspect, only one dimension in which we live, and because we are multidimensional by nature, I invite you to allow me and to allow Mary to come before you, to stand on a soul level in the very place where you stand, to sit before you if you are sitting, to kneel before you if you are kneeling, to be present, proximate, and immediate. And you and me and Mary, let's take a moment on a soul level and be blessed simply by being together. And as we abide, I invite you to receive this anointing. I open the bottle and place some of the oil on your forehead with the anointing, the proclamation to you, hail, full of grace. The Lord is with you. And in this anointing, Mary as well blesses you through touch, through gesture, through word. Allow yourself in your containment to receive the anointing and the announcement. And on a soul level, we look at each other from a place of joy and freedom and knowing. And I pass the oil to you so that you and your fullness of grace may anoint me. Do so in the silence, whispering whatever words of blessing you wish for me. And then we both take our hands and hold Mary's hands, a trinity in this moment. And as we bring this experience, this contemplative experience to a close, we end with a short chant from the feast day of the 25th. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus. And with that, to seal this meditation, I invite you to bring your palms together in front of your heart and to open your eyes with Namaste. Namaste, my friends. Happy feast day.